We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off the play action, you got an all-star in the making.
Now, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Foreman. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. D'Onta Foreman, 55 yards. And the Bears march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by D'Onta Foreman on the touchdown run. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. On fourth down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep, Trent Taylor. Fielded at the 33. There's a nice move. Whoa! It still won't go down. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They run it on first with Foreman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they're going to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Foreman not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They run again with Foreman. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. And that's going to be caught. How about that one? They fake the spike, and it winds up a touchdown. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now Jones. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Walker drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. To return is Taylor. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 10. Fields again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Equanimeous St. Brown, 47 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And here's Taylor on the return. Shrugs him off. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Fields. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Fields. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Santos with the extra point, and it is 28-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.